Eruption, the story of volcanoes. What looks like a mountain but spits out fire? What shoots clouds of smoke from a hole in its top? What sometimes explodes with a bang?
A volcano.
A volcano, and it's starting to erupt. The story of a volcano starts underground. If you jump up and down on the ground, it feels solid and hard. But inside the earth, it's so hot that rocks melt. The rocks are runny like melted butter. Sometimes the melted rock bursts up through a hole or a crack in the ground. This is how a volcano begins. The rock that comes out of a volcano is called lava. At first, it is runny and red hot. It cools down in the air and turns into hard, black rock. Some volcanoes spurt out fiery fountains of lava. Other volcanoes pour out lava in great rivers of fire. Once the lava starts flowing, nothing can stop it. It can bury whole villages and set trees and houses on fire.
That's what sets stuff on fire.
Volcanoes have different shapes and sizes. Some volcanoes erupt with a bang. Hot rocks and ash shoot high into the air. These volcanoes form cone-shaped mountains with steep sides. Other volcanoes erupt quietly. The lava oozes gently out the top and spreads out all around. These volcanoes are low and wide. Some volcanoes erupt violently. They blast out clouds of hot ash and dust. The ash is made of tiny pieces of lava. The ash and dust shoot high into the air. Some of it lands near the volcano. It covers buildings and fields in thick, gray powder. Some ash and dust is carried away by the wind. It can block out the sun and turn day into night. At the top of a volcano is a hollow called a crater. In it is a hole called the vent. Lava, ash, and dust come out of the vent. Some craters are many miles wide. When a volcano stops erupting, the crater is left. Some old craters fill up with water to form huge lakes. Sometimes the crater becomes a dry, grassy plain. When a volcano shoots out lava and ash, we say that it is erupting. We call a volcano that is erupting active. Kilauea in Hawaii is the most active volcano on Earth. It has erupted non-stop since 1983. We call a volcano that is not erupting dormant. That means it is sleeping, but it could erupt at any time. Just a minute, okay? Montserrat is a tiny island in the Caribbean Sea. It used to be a beautiful place to live. Then, in 1995, a volcano called Chance's Peak started to erupt. It had been dormant for 400 years. Many people had to leave their homes as ash fell everywhere. Some left the island and went to live in another country. It was too dangerous for them to stay. Mount Vesuvius is a volcano in Italy. In AD 79, Mount Vesuvius erupted violently, blasting hot ash and gas into the air. The ash buried the town of Pompeii and thousands of people died. Today, people have cleared the ash away. You can walk around the streets of Pompeii and see the Roman ruins. That's a cast of a dog covered by the ash. Volcanoes can be useful. On the slopes of volcanoes, the soil is good for growing crops. In some places, blocks of solid lava are used to build roads, bridges, and houses. Precious gold and diamonds are found in some volcanic rocks.
Where's the dead dog? What are you doing?
I'm recording. Near a volcano, the underground rocks get very hot. The hot rocks heat up water, which turns to steam. Sometimes a giant jet of boiling water and steam bursts up through the ground and into the air. This jet is called a geyser. Old Faithful is a famous geyser in Yellowstone Park, Wyoming. It got its name because it always bursts up once every hour. Hawaii is a group of more than 100 islands in the Pacific Ocean. The islands are the tops of huge underwater volcanoes. Some of these volcanoes have 2 or more craters, but they erupt very gently. In some places, lava flows into the sea and makes it hiss and steam.
What's this?
Some of the beaches have black sand, which is made from crushed up lava. That's interesting. Volcanologists are scientists who try to find out how volcanoes work. They want to know when volcanoes are going to erupt. Then people living nearby can be moved to safety. But volcanologists have not found all the answers yet. No one knows when a volcano will erupt until it actually does.